Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Ike and today we're continuing the challenge run. And that means we're playing Iron Man, aka the Last of the Azlanti, and the difficulty is hard. So we're actually playing on the second hardest difficulty. One misstep and we would die. So the stakes are already incredibly high. On top of that, I am binding myself to F tier and D tier character classes and no multiclassing whatsoever. So we do have Barbarian, Armored Knight, we do have a normal Bard tank, we do have an Inquisitor, we got a Rogue, and we do have a Flame Warden. It's not a normal Bard, it's a Flame Dancer, I think. We do have a Flame Warden Ranger, and we go for a Mystic Clerk, so it couldn't be any worse. Well, it is actually worse than that, because we are still level 1, and there is not a lot that is going in our favor. So really the first level now, we just need to try to survive as much as we can. And I vaguely remembered that back here it was dangerous, so let's just chill out a little bit, I would say, and explore the region. Let's go to the waterlogged lands. We walked across the heart for a long time, yet no sign sprang up before our eyes, but it turns we discovered a verdant lowland with several nearby springs streaming down behind a little hillside. And then, in the distance, in the center of the lowlands, amongst the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal paw clawing to the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around the abundance. We determined we should explore these lands. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, hard grass gave way to moss, low-growing scrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps and learned that they were no mere hills, but dugout dwellings. We moved with great care towards the center of these lowlands, and the real swamp began. On the way towards the mysterious giant tree, we saw a foggy outline of another hut, and a much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. Let's examine the dwellings. Inside the dugouts were frozy and darker holes, and filled with absolute desolation. There were no windows in these mud walls, no furniture, no other homely items except for odd piece of tattered wicker. But every dwelling had a large hole dug in the center of the dirt floor, like a fire pit, and taking up a greater part of the space. They were filled with standing water and reeked beyond description. Okay, well, that sounds like bogops, if you ask me. We walk because they tend to nest in the swamps, and they also breed in small ponds. We walked slowly, carefully, choosing our way, keeping dry grounds as much as possible, but the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what the shadows flittered along the bottom. Suddenly, Ankin staggered, spit out an oath, and flailed her arms. She made the wrong step, unable to pull out her foot. She called out loudly and began to sink into the vile green slush. Now let's try to get out. Ankin's head was sucked below the water, icky water, but our hands were just in time. We pulled her out, and with strength she emerged, gasping about the frothy muck. Ankin was rather green, and time lifted her out, but she found the strength to think as once she found her breath. Well, that should be, Ankit, that should be a sign for you that you should be a little bit more positive. Even the swamp doesn't like that. The unstable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sudden and wary, we finally made it into the solid ground, and a palace of swords rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made out of mud, like the rest of the decorated, but this one is decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir, Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figures. The buzzing gnats was nearly deafening, but we were not far from the center of the swamp, and a firmly and steady path led there, thick with bushes. At the end of the trail, dry trees stretched mighty upwards. Let's first of all examine this carefully. Gogglers, flat heads with no necks, earth chins, ugly long legs, unnaturally bent. Those sculptures could only mean the work of boggards. I called it, guys. Primitive, cruel boggart tribes has inhabited the swamps since the old days. Pitiless to others and each other, they were led by the darker instincts of their insane priest king. They're known to grow young fry in the pool inside their houses. Let's peek inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of the other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that three could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. Unknown builder had scratched dwellings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings. Through here were steps descending into them. Cut into the dirt. The furthest room we found equipped with decorating the walls, leather, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of the items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame taking some with us. Got a short sword, leather armor, and a lot of gold coins. I like it. Alright, Guy Aaron was watching our rear, pointed out a surging, crawling wall of green, filling the path behind us, surrounding a thicket wall that was coming to life. Its branches reached out to a soft swishing sound. Drops of zap oozed from the thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing, there was no way back, so we are running forward with mobility. Experienced travelers can tell you sometimes it's time to walk, sometimes it's time to run. The branches snatched our backpacks, clothes, and sprouts tangled at our feet, but we slipped their grasp. We were just too quick. Finally, we were what it seems like an endless trek. We came upon a gigantic dry tree that has intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut into the trunk, a huge horned three-eyed toad. Its goggly eyes made them look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp tooth, several hanging tongues. Deep browed streaks oozed from the corner of its mouth. To our knowledge religion, there could be no doubt this was Gogunta, master of the great swamp in the demonic abyss. But what was that? While we were examining the idol, the large bright blue dragonfly came out of the hollow tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange, it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite comfortable to remain where it sat. Well, we are lawful good, the idol reeked of evil, so let's cleanse it. Clearly, we could not leave such obscenity unscathed. We drew our swords and slashed at the wooden face, and from it oozed back sticky blood. We heard a great clap of thunder, and thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously, more thunder soon afterwards, and with each strike, the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we couldn't see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again, but was it still thunder or the creaky voice of the mysterious toad? Still, our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. The fog cleared away and silence descended. Suddenly we realized that every frog in the swamp has gone quiet. We turned almost with a sigh of relief and saw the flesh-eating bushes had withered away. Satisfied with our job well done, we returned where we came from, and we got a lot of experience out of it. Good job. Listen, I needed a drink here. So, now that is done, what are we realistically going to do? I don't yet want to go to the ancient home, because we're not yet at the level to tackle that. Bangberry Cave, it is. Let's go. Let's take the easy stuff first.
I I'm up for an adventure.
Okay, you, my dear, will be summoned only if we need. Crowd control here. Buffing in the front. Afterwards comes healing. So this is buffing, this is healing. Seems like a legit setup.
I always have the upper hand.
Invisibility is great. I like that.
Let's shake a leg.
There's a restoration. Not bad either. Power attack, that's good. Over here. Judgment, sacred bonus on attacks. And this is armor. I don't necessarily think armor will be needed. I think it's mainly really just attack at the beginning because boy is it difficult to attack enemies on this difficulty level. So self buff, touch of good. You can touch a creature, granting it a bonus to attack rolls for 1 round. That's not going to happen because you're DPS yourself, so that would be wasteful. Unless you can do it as a swift action to yourself. No, you cannot. Very good. And then we have Bless if needed. That's fine.
I stand ready.
So, here, that's going to be important. For starters, you do this. We got Glitter Dust. Tank and Crowd Controller. Cure Light Wounds only if needed. Charge if needed. And play the music. That'll be the main thing. Good. We're automatically going to fight defensively. And I think for her it's the same ordeal. Fight defensively. Both of the tanks just really need to keep the front line going. Duration is a minute. That's good enough for me. And Hawkbite as the main tank. Good. That's all the buffs that we have at this point in time. Just gotta be a bit careful here. There's the cave.
No stopping now.
Even the slightest of enemies could already cause a scene for us. Wait. Ugh. Lizards. I mean, could take them, but the question is, how do we go about it in the best possible way?
We should move.
Lots of ranged attacks for the starter.
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
I will not be trifled with.
Okay, so
We should move. We can do it.
1,
This is my path.
We can do
2,
Never a dull moment.
it.
3,
The road calls me. I'll
4,
Everything has a price.
5,
I know mystic
and
theology, arcane bombomancy, Eldritch combat is adjourned.
okay, I mean, listen, we got 1 sneak attack in. These guys are flat-footed. Let's keep them entangled. Very good. Crowd control as at its finest. We don't have rapid shot yet, so might as well just move over here. Jim takes Ah, we have still the surprise round. Never mind.
Out of my way!
Die, die, die! Strike with all your might!
Okay, so what's gonna be? I think we're going to give a short blessing to Jim, because Jim is actually going to be able to hit something. Hawkbite shoots,
With all your might!
misses, changes weapon, and it's turn. Jim.
Your death awaits.
Man, what is there? Flat-footed 17. Yeah, can't really. If you can't roll over above a 10, then you don't deserve to hit. Glaive it is. Moves up. Swift action, judgment, and a miss. Why are we entangled? Ankit gets the long spear. Goes to here.
Let the attack commence!
Hits. Critical failure. Inspire courage it is. Change our weapon sets. Move a little bit closer. And this is half movement, by the way. These things are super fast. Blessing on Aaron.
We won't falter!
Hawkbite hits. The lizard is taking a good amount of damage. We're focusing. I mean, it's easier to hit this one because we don't have precise shot.
Await your corpse.
Never mind. Worth a shot. 12 points of damage. Holy shit.
Smear them!
Aaron moves to here.
May I see your entrails?
Nice. Nice. Good hit, Ankit. I was talking mad shit about you, but you actually managed to do that well. For once. Thing is, saving throw of +4. So sleep is a good idea. That could be an insta kill. Heal the tank. Tank also heals himself. Continues to attack.
Stab their backs.
Shooting into combat. Not good.
I'll split you in half!
And No dice.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
I do have an idea though. Move 5. And steep this guy. Rolled another 18, like a 19 and an 18. Arrgh. As the wise, we're moving back. Giving a blessing to Guy Aaron. Give me the rage.
We can do it.
Jim
Cover me.
shoots into melee. No dice.
Out of my way.
What's our chance? That's 60% chance of actually hitting. Moves to here.
Die, die, die! Let the attack commence! May I see your entrails, please?
Unfortunate. Listen, we can still do this.
Burn! Slice!
Into that.
Behead!
Watch, the lizard was yet again successful on will save. Man. 19, 18, 18. The guy is just not giving us a break.
Strike with all your might.
Your death awaits.
We're not hitting a single attack. Come on, Aaron.
Don't like you.
Rolled another 8. Just barely not hitting.
Die, die, die!
I mean, we can't daze him because he's not a humanoid.
We
So
won't falter.
normal attack it is, so but we're getting the bonus for fighting defensively. 13 points of damage. No, that's nasty. Potion
We won't falter.
into attack.
I'll loot your corpse.
I wish it was that simple.
Smear them.
Kyaren rolls below a 10 for the fifth time in a row. Luckily Ankit does a bit of damage.
Forwards.
More healing. Moving away.
Forwards.
There's a hit. 11 points. That's actually good damage. Good job, Hawkbite. Tanking and DPSing.
Backs.
I'll split you in half.
Aaron, what's your problem? Are you sabotaging this run? Rolled another 8.
May I see your entrails, please?
I will say that for just 2 lizards, which is kind of the standard opening Joe Schmo encounter, that was not easy.
March on.
Matter of fact, it does not get that much more easy than what we've just witnessed. And we've blown a lot of our resources just in the first little battle here. Let's get some refreshments. I think we're camping. And I don't want to waste camping material. I can just go to here. Collect all of that. Thank you. Okay, if I was to camp here, okay? How would we go about it? Because this is not great. +6, +7. So first of all, I don't want to ever be in a situation where we are being ambushed. Then, where's the best camouflage? +4. Okay. Is it good? No. Is it something? Yes. Camouflage it with a +6. Thank you. Then cooking. And then we still run into the whole problem. Who's actually going to hunt? Hunting will take you. You get 6 rations, and that's what we need. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of our setup, isn't it? Let's try to just stealthily set up our camp, and we don't really have a whole lot as a second. This here is perception, right? Yeah. Well, haven't really set up the team perfectly in that regard. Hawkbite suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely not far well. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were screaming hot. The smoke was wrathing beneath the low ceiling. He looked out of the window. The instant he approached the window, the glass broke and an arrow hit his chest. Falling, he glimpsed into the dark figure standing outside. His eyes dimmed. Hawkbite's skin felt cold. He heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapsing of waves. After he opened his eyes, he saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in the green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Hawkbite. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly and the horse whispered, "Hawkbite." At this moment, he finally awoke, drenched in sweat. Yeah, that's not good. So, we got ourselves at least enough to... We're fatigued. Curse of the feeble body. That's not great. But I think we do have lesser restoration. So that might make up for it.
This is my
Who had
last.
restoration? I think you
Crave
did,
for
right?
Adventure.
So that gets at least rid of the fatigue. but not of the curse.
Stay on your toes.
Knowledge
Wonderful.
is the
A
key
-2 to
victory.
penalty to Constitution is exactly the type of debuff that you need when things are already not looking great. Alright, before we do anything, let's just
No stopping now.
move in. This looks like a bit of a spider cave.
Does anyone require my counsel?
So we start with that. Followed into that.
I take from the rich and take from
Do
the
we
poor.
have anything else
It's
that
my
we
way
would
of
like to
supporting
buff?
equality.
Now's the time. This here is 1 minute.
I'll make my own legend.
At first I said, no, I can't, too dangerous. Then I
Adventure
insisted,
sweet.
but I should, I
stand
can't survive.
Yeah, okay.
I argued. Then I agreed to do it. It's so hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
It is done. Charge!
Not very surprising. We're seeing spiders. What are we dealing with? 28C. I mean, all things considered, one could almost say that is trivial at this point. I would love to get some flanking going. I hope I'm not regretting to move in.
Out of my way!
Ooh, that's a good hit. 17 points of damage. The thing is almost dead. Yeah, we're just going to try to kill it. Nice. For once, everybody is hitting. Like, if they finally gotten the memo that we cannot suck. Just kidding, of course. Even the glitter dust worked very well. Fantastic. Let's do this into that.
Slice!
Okay, well,
Behead!
some things luckily never change. And kit and the bow is not the best combination. Let's do this here. And we are moving
We
all
can
the
do it.
all the way to here. That way we got nice little flanking bonus. One more spider, however, gets that flanking bonus. Ooh. Things are not looking good. Question of the day, do we want to entangle? So we want to go to Hawkbite anyways. Now it's the question, are we entangling? Sure, let's give it a try. Moves to here. We are going to use our judgment. Nice. Nice. Fantastic. Jim
Your death awaits.
hits that spider. I do have the damp feeling that this is unfortunately not going to be the last that we see of the spiders. Hawkbite heals himself. Unfortunately, I can't ready versus approach. That would have been too nice, but that's not going to work. I'm just going to stand here for now.
Die, die, die!
Good hit. And kid moves to here. Listen, I mean, we are going to use acrobatics, okay? Didn't work out, that's fine. No need to panic. Glitter dust did not blind the spider. Good. We're just going to heal Hoplite. Slide move back, and we're good. Aaron is dishing out the damage that we need. Back to the second line. Focus fire.
I'll loot your corpse.
Jim deals a good amount of damage, I like that.
Follow me.
Okay. How far are we in the level? Man, what is wrong with this game? 250. That will be a lot more. A lot more fights that we will need to win in order to get through
Never
this.
stop learning.
Maybe I can get us some skill checks. That would be nice, but I cannot do dungeons or anything with a level 1 party. We will need to very slowly grind our way through the first level. And I remember that this was one of the first caves that I was in. And it was so unbelievably easy peasy to go through these spiders. And if I compare that to what I'm doing now,
Stopping now.
it's not even the same game.
I'm up for an adventure.
Okay, quick.
Onwards.
I need to get to the next battle.
I tire of waiting.
I tire of waiting.
I'll make my own legend.
Is there an easier way of changing weapons? Can I drag that in here? No.
Never a dull moment.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Hesitation is a
I
waste of
need to
time.
concentrate.
Every one of you?
Stab their backs.
I'll split you in half.
We cannot be defeated.
That's like what? 1 hit? For 1 point of damage?
Cover me.
Let the attack commence!
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. 18 points of damage thanks to the sneak attack.
Strike with all your might!
Your death awaits.
Unfortunately, no bueno.
May I see your entrails, please?
We won't falter!
Come on, I didn't want to take at range. Good. Moves to here, and we're good. Damn, I need to put a couple of those halos out. Uh-oh.
Out of my way!
Alright, that's no bueno.
All this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
I'll loot your corpse.
Burn!
Hit.
Slice! Behead!
Five-foot step and heal ourselves. Time to rage.
Forwards!
Get this spider and focus fire it. Question of the day. Do we have more crowd control? The answer is currently likely not. Let's heal Ankit. Calming touch. Well, we do have more crowd control. There we go. Sleep it is. Are we now casting sleep? Is it a 1 round spell? Full round casting time, okay.
Can it be the end?
Man. Alright, continue to focus fire it is.
I don't like you.
Stab their backs.
Jim shoots. Little drink.
Die, die, die!
And one further dead. Wonderful. So that's good.
We can do it!
Going for the spider here. Is the spider full hit points? Yes. Might as well heal everybody. Doesn't do anything for the spider. Standing up would provoke. Question. Spiders go next. I think we should not provoke. Let's just delay.
Smear them.
Good hit. Fantastic hit, actually. That spider is not looking great. Jim continues to focus fire. Not much happening. Ankit from the second row. Very good. Heal ourselves.
Strike with all your might.
Continue to heal. Stand up. Heal ourselves.
I'll split you in half.
Your death awaits.
Good, one spider left.
May I see your entrails, please?
We won't falter.
Couple of good hits. Hogbite is full hit points. Continuing bardic performance, just so that we have an easier time hitting.
Out of my way.
I will say this is not easy at all. But we're at 350 XP already. My main problem is we've just barely started to go in here, and I vaguely, very vaguely remember there's like a big mama spider in here. And if that memory served me well, then we're in a shite situation, because we shouldn't be going in without our buffs. How are the resources looking? A couple more healing is
I do
there.
things
Quick!
my way.
Else we miss all the
I
fun!
appreciate privacy.
We're out of self buffs here. 3 more rounds here.
Does anyone require my
I stand ready.
knowledge is the key to
No
victory.
more crowd control. Do we have
Adventures await.
sleep? Yeah, we have one more sleep. Okay, well, we're going to carefully
March on.
advance. I very much hope I'm not regretting that.
Why do I have to do this?
It is done.
Okay. 1 second, pause. Alright, back. Little family business happening here.
Concentrate.
We're running low on healing, I notice. We got 2 more heals.
I crave
Not 100% sure if it is a good idea
This
to move
is
on.
my path.
I think we are just calling it.
It is done.
Alright, fast forward. Let me get the camp. And then we're getting back in. I don't like those super safe and secure crawls, but what is the alternative, really?
I always have the upper hand.
so many thoughts.
Don't
So
know.
little time.
Few crits, or unlucky hits, or streak of unlucky hits, and we're basically toast, right? So, gotta do our camp right here. And even if we don't get the extra bonus, let's just have someone who is scouting for us. So that'll be it. Let's begin rest. So we still have the Curse of the Feeble Body. But that should not really deter us.
No stopping now.
Off we go into the cave.
Onwards.
Keep your wits about you.
So, this into that. We're running a little bit low on Scrolls of Shield of Faith, but they are dirt cheap, 25 gold pieces, so that's well worth it.
No stopping now.
Seeing anything yet? Oh, swarms. Do we even have anything against swarms? Swarms are immune or take very much reduced damage against physical attacks.
Tired of waiting.
Swarm biter weapons are completely out of reach for us. This is a single target, so that's not going to help. This is kind of the point where you want to have burning hands. Or Alchemist Fire.
I'm up for an adventure.
I will not be trifled with.
Shall we move?
We
shall move.
literally have nothing
I'll
against the
make my own
swarms.
legend.
Maybe this the shout and that's about it. I mean, I really don't have a lot of AoE. Was not expecting to immediately run into swarms. Famous last words. Yeah.
It is done.
Can't do it without Alchemist's Fire. I'll fast forward for you guys. I'm going to buy some fire. Alrighty, so we are back in the game.
It is done.
Got ourselves a few Alchemist's Fire, which will hopefully be enough to deal with the swarm. Let's move in. So, that's a miss. That's a miss. We should likely buff us before doing that. At the same time, I can't afford that swarm to come in here. Try to hit. And hit. Misses after misses after misses. Oh, that was a hit, okay. But it seems to be resistant to acid. Not resistant to fire though. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bit of a problem now. The bigger problem is the swarm, though. That really needs to die. Okay, well, we are nauseated. Which means Hogbite is not really doing a whole lot. Oh, thank God, the swarm is gone. Finally, a proper hit.
Your death awaits.
Work! Work, you silly spell! Die,
Good.
die,
Move in.
die!
We can do it!
Hogbite drinks a potion. And that's pretty much his turn.
Out of my way!
I'll loot your corpse.
Everybody gets a blessing.
Let the attack commence!
Yeah, we're just continuing to hit as much as we can.
We can do it.
I don't like you.
Unfortunately, if we're continuing to roll bad, then things are of course not going to work very well. Hogbite gets the Shield of Faith.
May I see
And
your
Kid misses despite
We won't falter!
of flanking.
Strike with all your might.
Hogbite is the first one that actually hits. Should also reach. Do I have? No, I don't have Divine Favor on. Should do that after this battle.
Cover me.
Continuing to heal Hogbite.
burn! Slice!
Good job, Ankit. That was a fantastic hit.
Forwards!
We won't falter.
I'll split you in half.
Your death awaits.
Unfortunately, frontline just keeps missing. We don't need to heal Hogbite yet.
No fear.
Die, die, die!
We can do it!
Forwards.
Out of my way.
Very good. A couple of hits are coming through at least.
I'll loot your corpse.
You made your choice.
Spider almost down.
Let the attack commence!
Strike with all your might!
We can do it.
Good. Let's not waste a lot of time. So we continue putting that in here. Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
Follow me.
Oh, nice. Wand of Cure Moderate Wounds. Oh, thank God. That is actually super good. How many charges? 14. That's immense. Such a good find.
Keep your wits about you.
Great. That's the best I could have hoped for, to be honest. Okay.
This is my path.
We should move.
Get a couple of range attacks in on that spider.
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
I'm up for an adventure.
Stab their backs.
Did a spider just die back here? Okay, maybe. Oh boy, there's another spider. Not good. Nah, I think we should shoot.
May I see your entrails?
Nice end kit hit. That's good. Yeah, crowd control. One. Oh, there's a swarm. No, that's not great. That's not good.
We won't fall.
Very nice hit. I don't think that we can harm it with conventional weapons, can we? And that's too far. Let's see.
I don't like you!
Oh no, Aaron is entangled. They should have moved out.
Your death awaits.
Mulet moves back. 'Cause if the swarm comes in, we're going to have a problem. It is entangled though, so that's good. Switching weapon sets. And kit misses. Alright. Move away. Enders. Is everybody still buffed? No. There you go. Bless. Inspire courage. Good hit. Slight move back. And even more move back. Okay.
I'll loot your corpse.
Nice. Super good hit. Didn't I refresh? Apparently not. Well, blind doesn't really do a whole lot on swarms. Can I theoretically put that in here? Yes. Without an action even. Okay. Swarm is slightly getting hit there. That's good. No, I don't want that yet. We are first killing the spider. And then it's time to spread out. And hit the swarm where it really hurts. Okay, that was not good. It's cool, you can actually do this. The thing is almost down.
So it comes to this.
Just reloading our arsenal. Get ready for battle immediately. Our money is immediately like gone. It's ridiculous. Alright, making ourselves invisible because we have nothing better to do. That gives us an attack bonus. Hawkbite stays here. Can't really hit anything, so end of turn. Anders moves in. We're still blessed, so take a shot with him. Ankit moves in. Takes a shot. Aaron takes a shot. Man, Entangle is such a powerful spell. It's not even funny. Jim moves up. And despite the invisibility, nicely misses that swarm. Another swarm. Okay.
I'll need to review this spell later. I'll need to review this spell later. I'll need to review this spell later.
Why can't I hit both of them?
I'll need to review this spell later.
Good. We're just moving back. And we're moving back. Can't take a movement, okay, that's unfortunate. 9 points of damage. That was so good. That swarm is almost down. Finally. So we're standing here and we're being entangled. Wonderful. Slightest movement already causes entanglement. Full focus on that swarm. Unfortunately, the swarm is like the master in dodging. Let's refill our alchemicals. Slowly but surely running low on them. But such is the life of a not optimized party. Because you end up with situations where you just don't have AoE skills. 6 points of damage. That was huge. Good job, Jim. We're not going to use ranged attacks here. Even if that means we're taking some damage. But someone needs to hold the front line. Nah, I don't think that we should do that. We should rather just go all out and get rid of the swarm. Yes, good job. Enders finally killed it. Shot into getting our real weapon. I think we can. They'll reach this.
Out of my way!
Yeah, good job. Well, we do have the option to heal.
Stab their backs.
We can do it.
Alright, slowly but surely they are moving. Better chance to hit.
Burn.
Focus fire.
Behead.
And Aaron, thanks to the better chance, actually kills this guy. That was huge. Can't daze them, unfortunately. And I really don't want to be hit
Cover me.
with a bard.
Strike with all
Let's
your
just use Hawkbite as a thing for now.
No fear!
And Kid misses. Guy Aaron, on the other hand, does not. Instead of doing nothing, let's switch here.
Your death awaits.
We won't falter.
Couple of good hits.
You've made your choice.
Let the attack commence.
I'll split you in half.
Oh, ooh, that was a nasty
Knowledge is the
fight.
key to victory.
Man. What a winning move to have Entangle here. Just imagine how absolutely bonkers this fight would have been if I would have just moved in. Double Orcish Axe. Nice. And a Masterwork Dagger and Potion of Cure Moderate Wounds. That's good loot. Alright, so Cure Moderates goes here. We still have a little bit of AoE left over, but that's pretty much it. No one can use the Orcish Double Axe, but that's 600 gold in the bank for us.
March on.
Okay, and I think that was a pretty good first dungeon and a good ending of the next episode. We've been on it for a while already, and I think we're ending it here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a good one, and see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Syken, and today we continue our challenge run. Well, we're playing on hard difficulty, Iron Man, so the last something. And we're only playing F tier and D tier builds, monoclass, no multiclassing. So it's as hard as it gets. Let's fight our first random encounter and hope that the run doesn't immediately end here. Oh, look at that.
I won't give up.
Immediately almost got shafted. How about a hit? No, that's unfortunately not happening. We could go for the Bard, or we let the Bard come. Yeah, let the Bard come, and we're just taking a shot on this guy. 1 point of damage, not exactly craziest. Mass crowd control with a sleep. One of them taken out. The Bard survived that one. And we're going a little bit further to the back. Rage into charge. There we go, 19 sneak attack, and this guy is almost down. Fantastic. Good job. For once, things are actually working out well.
I'll loot your corpse.
Moves over to here. It's going to be a coup de grace. Wow. We got hit by hideous laughter. And Kid kills him. We're moving up. Let's have more healing so that we're full.
Stab their backs.
And he's no longer asleep.
I don't like you!
Oh, and we have a bow in our hands, so that might be part of the problem.
We can do it. Ha!
Let the attack commence!
Guy stands up, immediately gets quadruple attacked. And we get ourselves a scroll. Long spear isn't worth anything. This is kind of okay. We need the money. Composite longbow is definitely great. And that was a decent combat encounter to start this episode off. Getting the hang of our party. Okay, so those are resources that we can claim later when we're actually on the land. We could go to here, but I really don't want to do that until we're level 2. We've never been at that location. Okay, well. Do some undeads. I think this was the undead location. I might be wrong
need
though.
to concentrate.
This is my path.
Now what?
Okay.
I'm up for an adventure.
Come on. Thank you. Scroll of protection from good. That's actually not too bad either. Tell you what. You go here,
Never a dull moment.
and then we're fine. Okay.
It is done.
Not seeing anyone yet. But that doesn't really mean a whole lot.
No stopping now.
What is this? Large water element? Yeah, that's not happening. CR8. No, Elder was CR8. Large is 6. So, yeah. See you later. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Do you want to enter Nettle's Crossing? Sure. Let's see what we got.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
I appreciate privacy.
Alright, pre-buffing done. When you only have 2 spells, you know that your party sucks, because pre-buffing usually takes much longer than that.
March on.
And maybe this was the undead portion. I vaguely remember that the beginning of the game had some undeads. Small house
What's
burned
over there?
down.
I can't do it.
Nah,
I'm
I
not
don't
mad
wanna
enough
know.
to do it.
No stopping now.
Unfortunately, we can't open that hidden cache there. The corpse's face is bloated from being long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water, the hand clenching on a sinister-looking spear carved with scarps. There you are, it says. So who sent me these nightmares? Gurgling, deep-chested laughter pierces your skull, clouding your vision and flooding your ears. All becomes muffled, as if trapped underwater. You shake your head to cast off the apparition. Who are you? David Neth. Storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person was a living man. Came from Brenton, constructed a rope bridge, built a house to live in, and collected payment for those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams warm and cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, then wearing antlered helm. The stag lord, angry faces, a quarrel, a glint of unsheathed sword. Suddenly, the stag lord's greedy eyes twisted by surprise. Master of the house unleashed his hounds. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing the antler helm. You hear a muffled groan, then the helm drops to the ground, hands covered in blood, too much blood. Death to the Stag Lord. Can't you kill the Stag Lord yourself? You see the Stag Lord Cutthroat trying to build new bridge here, then running a medal from the rotting monster. The Stag Lord has avoided the place ever since. Very well. I shall make your vengeance upon Stag Lord, and we got ourselves 50 experience, which is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. We didn't even need to fight for it.
I'm not touching that.
Ancient coin. Good. Listen, so far things are not too bad.
My life is a burden.
Okay, let's begin resting here. Good, this is just resources. I am thinking we're going to that ginormous tree. This is off limits.
They dare threaten me.
Couple of undead should be fine. So what are we looking at? Skeletal soldier. DR2, okay. I mean, that's possible. We can deal with that. Jim moves over here.
Cover me.
What are we dealing with AC-wise? Holy schmoly. Macaroni. Alright, we need all of the buffs that we can get. So, buff yourself. Just being a bit mindful. Rage into getting that skeletal soldier. Of course, didn't work out. Moves to here. We're definitely going to attack. It, of course, avoids that. And we're doing some nice little self-buffing. Not much else to do. Ouch.
Your
Focus
death
fire
awaits.
on that guy. Moves to here. Is this going to trigger an attack of opportunity? It's not. Good. Good use for cure moderate wounds. I like it.
With all your might.
5 damage. Slashing is not great. Do we have a blunt weapon for him? No. Well, it's going to be fun. Cure light wounds on the skeleton. It, of course, makes the saving throw. You can't sneak attack it. Oh, wait, no, it's Pathfinder, so yes, they are sneak attackable.
Smear them.
We're getting toasted here.
I'll loot your corpse.
Ah, that was a particularly poor roll. Drinking another potion just so that we're okay.
Falter.
So far, not a whole lot has happened here. Not the biggest fan. Yeah, we are not even hitting the touch AC. That's crazy.
I'll split you in half.
Plus 11. Still only having a 25% chance to hit.
Stab their backs.
Forwards.
Nope. Very good. That finally hits and deals 6 points of damage to the skeleton. Thanks to it being undead.
Out of my way.
Cover me.
We can do it.
Thankfully, our defensive fighting is paying off.
Yes.
Cure Light Wounds touch attack again misses.
I like you.
Wonderful. Finally a hit.
Your death awaits.
Strike with all your might.
And another 5 points of damage thanks to Cure Light Wounds. Thank you.
Behead.
So, these things are okay. 25G. Scimitars are actually nice weapons. But I don't want to carry too much.
Onwards.
Yeah, interesting little random encounter here. Okay. Let's do this.